Trading Bitcoin, you know how we do. Sit back and let Jason take you to school. As we're reading the disclaimer, coming back later. The Bitcoin price about to pump, what a banger. Yeah, now you see us over here. Sit back, relax, let me spit it in your ear. While we're looking around, don't have any fear. The crypto price is gonna pump, my dear. Now sit, here we go, got the hat on the head. The Bitcoin bears are about to be dead. All the short trades are up in the red, and the longs are green. Because instead of shorting the Bitcoin, you know we go long every single day while we sing the crypto pump song. Are we gonna dump? No, we're gonna pump. The Bitcoin going high and we're not in the slump. Sit back, relax while I get out the plunger. If you're hungry, let me ease your hunger. As I make a nice sandwich, I'll get the bread and cheese. Bitcoin's gonna go up, only please. As we're coming to the next golden pocket, and I don't even know if y'all could even spot it, but we're coming up, then we're about to pop it, going straight up to the very top. And then we got our depends, no liquidation, you know it never ends, and the fun goes up and the fun goes down. Then the bears were smiling and now they are frowning. Don't you know we got the diapers on our pants? The Bitcoin climbing like a bunch of ants, building the anthill down into the dirt. If you're short, you're about to get hurt. Here we go, about 400 in the chat, smashed up the likes. What you think about that? About to do a freestyle before the stream even starts. That's how we do it, I ain't no retard. Don't you know I dropped out of high school? Jason Casper, they said he was a fool, but now he trades the Bitcoin every single day, and he's so annoying in every other way. Doesn't matter cause he's sitting here making all the gains when he's coming to the treadmill just to get paid, looking at the charts just to enter the trades. Out in the garden and he's digging with spades. We got the candles only turning blue, they're never turning purple. They call me such a nerd and I'm just like Steve Urkel, looking all around and you know I got a burp, yo. Here we go, I don't mean to slur. Yeah, I got the gas in my belly as the Bitcoin candles look like the grape jelly. As we take the knife and we spread it on the bread, all the fame is going to my head cause I'm so dang famous. 1 million subscribers, the Bitcoin price keeps pumping up higher. Make sure to read the disclaimer, this ain't no financial advice, it's just a banger. Just an idiot on the internet, plunger on the face. Jake Casper, no financial advice, just disgrace. Cause I'm getting off beat as the treadmill got me walking up here on my feet. We got the book underneath and the book up above. The Bitcoin price better give me some love. Alright y'all, we are live on this beautiful, what day is it even? On this beautiful, what day is it? What day is it? Is it a Wednesday? Beautiful Wednesday. Blessings to everybody in the name of Jesus, Yeshua the Messiah. Even if you are not religious, I still pray that you are blessed in multiple ways. May the Lord bless you and protect you, shine light upon you and have grace upon you, and may he turn his face towards you and give you complete wholeness in Jesus' name. Now here we are, guys, at the Bitcoin chart. As you can see, we're in a little bit of a long trade, baby, from the setup given in advance in the Casper Crew VIP Discord, the one that we took yesterday at 3:46 p.m. I've taken the long, y'all. We had a very specific criteria. All right, we don't go by just any ocean, guys. We're not Atlantic traders. We're Pacific traders. We had a very specific criteria for getting into this juicy trade. Already locked in a nice $3,000 profit, baby. All right, $3,000 profit, up about 43K on the week, baby, on this account. And of course, I've also got the same position open on ByBit. By the way, guys, BLOFIN, 10% cash back, $1,000 future bonus. Make sure to check it out if you know how to trade, and if you don't, please don't click the link. But if you do, it's actually a pretty good deal if you don't want a KFC. When I say KFC, I mean KYC, all right? Got to keep the fried chicken out the diet, if you know what I mean. Major shout out to everybody in the chat. As usual, guys, if we can get 1,000 likes within the first half hour, we will be giving away $1,000. I know it's not my usual stream time, but you know you got to do what you got to do. Shout out to Dave Digital Shout out to MN Fresh Start. Shout out to Nirvana Republic. Shout out to Trader with a Bun. Gareth Soloway in the house, baby. Shout out to Raise the King. Shout out to Momo Fomo. Shout out to Lucky Jimbob 111. Shout out to Duncan. Y'all live and long on my treadmill. That's what's up, baby. Shout out to Slash Highlights with the address. Shout out to Ann Itta, who says, hello, Jason, and bless you. May the Lord bless you, and Itta. And shout out to Window Liquor and Evil Eagle and Fit Genius 618. Shout out to Jesse Olson. And shout out to Lurkin Larry. It's a good day to make money. All right, shout out to Crispy TV, who says, not financial advice from a guy with a Pikachu hat and a plunger. Absolutely. This ain't no financial advice, guys. Bitcoin is getting a little bit of a move up from the level given, the setup given in the Casper group. All right, we had a little zone, but we had a strict criteria. So I didn't take long until I saw my actual confirmations in play. And as you can see, the Bitcoin price is coming up to a very key level. So we're going to be doing some top-down analysis to determine, are we going to make a higher high or are we going to make a lower high into this zone and then crash all the way back down to around $3 Bitcoin? All right, so make sure to like the stream, make sure to subscribe. And I do want to check out the poll, by the way, to see what you guys had to say. So you guys said, most of y'all think we're going to make a lower high. So most of you guys are bearish. Interesting. All right, most of you guys are bearish. That's interesting. Well, look, if we're going to make a lower high, this is going to be where it's going to be. All right. Right around here, actually, right where we're at right now, because there's technically two fibs we can pull, one from the high, one from this. All right, so we are coming right up to that level right now. All right, we're coming right up to that level right now. All right, so what is all this? Okay, I see. Well, let's pop on over to our Bitcoin chart. This is not Bitcoin. Here we go. And let's discuss what's happened and what is going to happen. So I want to start on the daily time frame. I think this is pretty important here. Because, you know, you could say, you can make a case here. Well, let's go to the 4 hour, all right? You could make a case here that on the 4 hour, we did change market structure for the first time since, I mean, I guess like early November, right? Since November 4th is the first time you could say that we came up, right? Made a high, and then we actually had a low on the 4 hour, and we took that low, making a lower low, and then we came up into none other than the 786 Fibonacci for the rejection. Now, the 786 Fibonacci, I like to make my Fibonacci retracement tool. Basically, my real golden pocket for me is between the 618 and the 786. Right, the 618 and the 786. The two sisters, basically 618, the beautiful girl who rejects us because we're in the friend zone, and then 786, her older sister, who is, I guess, a guy in disguise. So not really going to go out with you either, right? We'll probably punch you in the face because look at that facial hair. And so we got the rejection from the 786, and then we continued with bearish market structure, and now we're getting a retracement from none other than the Fibonacci pull from this low to this high. Now, if you're in the Casper Crew VIP Discord, where I basically spoon-fed this trade, okay? I know it's not a signal because we don't give signals in the Casper Crew. I'm just telling you guys what I'm doing as a high school dropout, a legitimate high school dropout who walks on the treadmill with a plunger on the face. You know, from the setup we gave, right, yesterday. But if you were in the stream yesterday, I told you guys, one of the longs I was looking for was to just range in this area for a little bit longer, come down, make another lower low with some bullish divergence. And so we came down, first of all, you know, we rejected from the two sisters, right? We pull our fib from high to low. We reject from the two sisters. We come down to the two sisters. And it works both ways, guys. They will support you and they will reject you because they're just messing with your heart. That's what girls do, all right? That's what girls do. We came down here to the two sisters. Now we're getting a bounce. And the question now is, as we come back to the two sisters again, are they going to go out on a date with us or are they going to reject us again? This box is the key box of decision for today for a number of reasons. Number one is the Fibonacci retrace. Number two, we take the entire volume of this structure and it's the high volume node as well, right? So if we can reclaim right now 98K, we are making a new all-time high on Bitcoin. Something else I'd like to point out is on the daily time frame, okay? We have not really changed market structure I wouldn't consider this thing a change of market structure on the daily, really. Not until we like start to come below 85, honestly. That's how I would look at this. All right. So yesterday we went over our bearish scenario, which was the fact that we do have a bearish divergence on the daily, right? We are seeing, as the price made a higher high, front running, by the way, 100K, just as we were expecting in the Casper Crew VIP Discord. All right. Our target was not 100K from the breakout of the triangle. We were looking at the breakout of this triangle, saying the target is not 100K. It's going to front run 100K. We come up to our target. That's literally where we reject from. All right. And I'm still holding the short trade from the setup we gave in the Casper Crew. Right. I've been locking in profits along the way, guys. Okay, but still holding that short trade, just simply because there is the chance that we do reject from this area, all right? So if you're in the Casper Crew, you're on top of this price action big time. And by the way, guys, we are having some Black Friday sales on the Casper Crew. If you click the link in the description, Black Friday deals, Casper Crew. Not only do we have juicy 50%, 60% discounts, 60% off all trading courses, all right? The White Phoenix course, my courses, but we also have VIP membership deals, 30% off. If you sign up for 6 months, 20% off. If you sign up for 3 months, make sure to check it out. All right. Hang on, I hate this music. I can't deal. I can't deal right now. I can't deal with the music right now. We're gonna have to come back to it. All right. We got those deals. Links in the pinned comment. All right. In the pinned comment, JasonCasperTrading.com/Black Friday. All right. So we got our bear div on the daily. We come to the 4 hour. And we did see something a little bit concerning, which was this. You know, as the price was making that higher high, we saw the momentum waves and the money flow getting lower, giving us the dreaded upside down Sam Bankman-Fried bearish man boot pattern. All right. Look at the nipples getting lower, the chest getting lower, the money flow getting lower. And so we said, look, this could be a significant pullback. And yesterday, as we were around this area, we were saying this is the first major level that we are going to be looking for the bounce. And of course, we've got the bounce here. We've taken the long trade from here. We've secured the profits from here from the trade that I told everyone I was taking in the Casper Crew VIP Discord. All right, locked in a $3,000 profit on that. Still got $2,500 in the tank, baby. And so now this is really the line in the sand where it will determine what's going to happen. Now, I'm going to go over a bullish case right now because, as we were saying yesterday, in a very bullish trend, market Cipher B, the money flow, oftentimes will act as support when it comes down toward that zero line, all right? You will notice a lot of times when you're in a very strong uptrend, the bearish money flow on the 4 hour, even though we have the bearish divergences, that bearish money flow acts as support before the next big springboard to the upside, right? We saw that happen back here in November 8th. And honestly, the way things look right now, how the money flow kind of dipped close to the zero line and now is turning back up after printing a double bottom right here, like snake eyes, with two Big Ben Armstrong green dots down here. That looks kind of bullish to me, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Now we come down to the 1 hour, and what do we see on the 1 hour? We see bullish divergence, multiple drive of bullish divergence as the price was getting lower to that key level of support, multiple drive of bull div. All right, we come to our 24-minute, and what do we see? Exactly what we wanted to see yesterday. Remember, guys, yesterday we were getting this move, and I said I haven't taken a fresh long, right? What did I walked you through all the trades I took yesterday. I said I took a trade from that first bounce. I got stopped out. Then I was waiting for lower. I did take another long trade yesterday, guys. As you can see here, that did get stopped out for a $900 loss. All right. I took it. I was front running my level a little bit here. Figured it's just the way I trade. You know, I figure I'll take a small loss. The next one will be a win because I saw my confirmations. But I said I want to stay in this range a little bit here. And I want to maybe come down, take some liquidity with another drive of bullish div on the 24-minute. And this right here, Market Cipher B, acts as a filter to get into trades, right? Because the entirety of... Actually, hang on. Let me close off all this crap real quick. Hang on. Let me close off all this crap real quick. All right. Here we go. All right. This is the trade that we were looking at. And originally, I had a little bit of a looser stop loss on this, okay? But we want to see the bullish divergences on the 24-minute, the 12-minute, and the 6-minute, right? Want to see the bull divs on the 24-minute, the 12-minute, and the 6-minute with the money flow. That's our filter. You do not take the trade until you see what you wanted to see in your original plan. So at this low yesterday, yes, we saw bullish divergences, but the money flow was getting lower. Once that money flow gets higher and you see that divergence, that's the trigger, man. That's the trigger. That's why I had the confidence to just tell everybody, hey, I'm entering the long, because we have our confirmations. There is high confidence in my mind. I don't feel risky at all telling the community I'm taking a long trade, right? Because I'm very confident that we're going to get that push to the upside, and that's exactly what's happened here, right? And so Market Cipher B acts as the filter, right? Monday, I was telling the community, I expect lower, right? We were getting a little bounce from here. I told the community, I expect lower. We were getting a bounce from here. I told the community, I expect lower. Yesterday morning, I said, this could be the move, but I'm waiting for lower. And then once we came and I got all my criteria, I said, boom, I'm taking the long, baby. And so this is what has happened here. Not only are we bouncing from the 786 Fibonacci, but if we actually take all of the volume that traded here, all right, you can see we're also bouncing from the high volume node of the range. So really, this is pretty key. The level we're bouncing from right now is pretty key. And we're back above the value area high of the macro range as well. So you could just see, based on the volume alone, based on Market Cipher alone, there's actually a pretty good chance here that we do make a higher high. I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but I'd say it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. All right. Now, we will know for certain when we come to this box, because this box right here, as we already said, it's got the high volume node of this upper range, and it's the golden pocket and the 786. All right, the golden pocket and the 786. Now, I'll be honest with you. Right now, I've got a TP set at 100K. All right, I'm not a betting man. Wait, I am a betting man. So I'm gonna bet on 100K, guys. I'm gonna bet on it. I've already made 32 grand on this trade here. All right, obviously this specific position I added to from lower. This was a freshie. All right, but yeah, I'm gonna say, you know what? Let's see what happens. Let's see if we can't get through here. If anything, right? Obviously we're at resistance, but maybe when we're at resistance, maybe we come back down and get a little bit of a retest, right? Maybe we come back down toward this golden pocket, and then we can break out, right? Just to give us that nice rounded bottom. But this is kind of what I'm looking at right now. I have to say I'm leaning more bullish. I'm leaning more bullish. You know, I'm gonna coming out and saying it, guys. I'm leaning more bullish on Bitcoin right now than bearish. I'm gonna come out and say it, man. I'm gonna come out and say it. All right, is that all right? Guys, just a little financial advice for you. Now, again, I'm not a financial advisor, but Mian N says, I am a paid shill, trust no man. And I have to say, I respect Mian's opinion 100%. Trust nobody on the internet, guys. Seriously, trust nobody. Anything can be faked, all right? Don't trust what I'm telling you at all. What you need to do is take the information I'm telling you, and then you go and test it out for yourself, all right? You take the information I'm telling you, and you go and test it out for yourself. See if what I'm saying actually can work, all right? And if not, then never watch my YouTube channel again. And if it does work, well, now you know for yourself how to do certain things, like give a trade setup in advance and then tell everybody when you're taking the trade from the exact level that you gave, all right? Go and test it out for yourself. Don't believe anybody on the internet, guys, all right? You have to verify. And the way you verify whether or not a TA guy is legit is listen to what he's saying, back test the strategies he's teaching, and then come to your own conclusions. Does this work, or is he just trying to steal your money, all right? Speaking of stealing money, I'm doing a free trading course in January, 100% free. That's gonna go over everything. So if you really want to learn, make sure to subscribe to the channel, and you will be exposed to one of the best trading courses for free on YouTube, right? And honestly, people are charging $1,000 for a quarter of the information I'm going to be giving for free. All right? Can we have a look at Ethereum? Yeah, we could. We can. Now, I want to take a look at the order flow, all right? Because we got to determine, now what's the health of this move to the upside? Is this just a short squeeze? The answer is no! The answer is no! In fact, the answer is this is bullish. All right? This is the first time I've looked at order flow right now. This is bullish, baby. I'll tell you why this is bullish. we see two things here. All right, let's pop on over to coinalyze.net. All right, let's pop on over to coinalyze.net. Now, because I want to draw, I love to draw. I'm an artiste, baby. All right, I'm an artiste. So here we go, coinalyze.net. All right, yeah, shout out to IShowU, because IShowU knows the truth. He thinks this is a pre-recorded stream and a demo account. Can't trust anything today. Absolutely, bro. Make sure to, seriously, but in all seriousness, you know, I do have a lot of respect for somebody who is skeptical, because you gotta be, man. You gotta be. All right, so here we go, Coinalyze, right? What we see here is the price is making higher lows over time, okay? What we're also seeing is the open interest is increasing. What we're also seeing, and this is very important, people are opening up short trades, all right? People are opening up short trades. The way we know people are opening up short trades here is because these two indicators, open interest and CVD. Open interest, the way you can remember what open interest does is, are people interested in opening trades? If they're opening new trades, the open interest goes up. Now the CVD is telling you what direction are those trades opening up in. Are they longs or shorts? So if you can draw a trend line on the CVD that's getting lower over time, this is telling you there's more shorts than longs opening. Now when you have more shorts than longs opening, yet the price is making higher lows in an uptrend, this is telling you that there's bullish absorption, which is the big whales. All right, I'm going to try my best to draw the whale again. All right, it's tough to do when you got a mouse on a walking desk. All right, here's the whale. All right, now this whale, it's a big fat whale, the big fat nerdy guy on the winning end of all your losing trades, sitting out there in a yacht with some hot chicks. All right, what he's doing is he's actually absorbing the retail traders who are shorting. Retail right here was saying, that's it, we're going down. And for good reason. We have this really ugly looking ascending channel, which looks like absolute crap. And then we start to get a pretty fast move to the downside, an hour and a half of dumpage before New York Open. Looks pretty bearish, but there's a whale here who's looking to pump. And he sees there's a lot of retail traders shorting, and he sees now an opportunity to buy, because if he wants to buy, he needs people who are selling. And a short trade is a sell order. And so every time somebody's hitting that short button, he's just sitting here filling up a long, which is why even though more shorts are opening than longs, the price is making a higher low in the trend line. And once he's full, bam, look at the spout of the water, splashing to the upside. So honestly, this is not a short squeeze, guys. This is not a short squeeze. In fact, after we saw that bullish absorption, then we actually see longs opening up. We actually see people opening up new long trades right here. Increase of open interest, increase of CVD. This is actually a pretty healthy move to the upside. Began with bullish absorption, showing us whales interested in pumping the price. And then it continued with actual new real money coming into the market. So this ain't no short squeeze, baby. All right, this ain't no short squeeze. All right. Shout out to Crypto Pumpit, who says, best whale drawing you've done in a while. Story to tell the kids. What's the market maker gonna do? Shout out to Joe Potter in the chat. Shout out to Rocky Balboa, he says a fake whale. Shout out to Woe Whisper, thank you, my man. Thank you, thank you. I've got a fake accent. That's right, actually, I've got a fake American accent as well. I've actually got a UK accent, but, you know, I've got to do, sometimes it turns off, alright? Alright, shout out to Petrov M. Shout out to Bullish on Parade, 100k incoming, my left knee hurts, that's bullish. What will happen to digital money when the grid goes down? Who knows? Who even cares, honestly? And that's the thing, I mean, honestly, who even cares? What's gonna happen to money, period, when the grid goes down, you know? Like, honestly, when the grid goes down and stores don't have electricity to even open their dang cash registers, you know, what's really gonna happen? That's a question to think through, which is why I'm a huge advocate of homesteading. Personally, for me, the only reason I'm in crypto is to build physical infrastructure in the real world, all right? I'm building a barn right now with crypto profits, baby. Building a new barn, all right? I've expanded my gardens like crazy. You know, I've used crypto gains to enrich my soil on super fast speeds, which would have taken me years, took me months, because I can get all the manure and all that stuff just delivered. All right, so look, money in general is not very secure, you know. Cash in general, the US dollar is rapidly losing value like crazy. All right, your purchasing power is going away like crazy. So there's really no safe place to keep your money. I'd say gold is the safest place, but gold is very inconvenient. All right, so Bitcoin, in my opinion, is the closest thing you can get to gold digitally, which makes it more convenient. All right. All right, we got ourselves a little bit of a rejection from the golden pocket here. All right, so I'm gonna set an alert if we come back down to hit this value area high. Then we'll take a look at some other assets. Let's take a look at ETH. All right, ETH making another higher high. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Oh man. I mean, seriously. I mean, rent me a dang Kubota and skip leg day. Would you look at this? Would you look at this Ethereum chart right now? All right, let's take a quick look. This is looking actually pretty bullish, I have to say. So here's the deal with ETH, guys. All right, we gave a beautiful ETH long setup from the back test of this golden pocket here. All right, and now we are pumping back up above this POC of the range. It's looking pretty good, man. This is looking good. Honestly, ETH is outperforming Bitcoin right now. Actually, before we even take a look at ETH, let's take a look at ETH versus Bitcoin. Let's take a look at ETH versus BTC. All right. Oof. Yeah, obviously for the past few days, Bitcoin's been getting the rip. All right, let's put on market Cipher B. Let's see how ETH versus Bitcoin is looking. The daily looks pretty dang bullish right now, to be honest with you. I want to take a look at the weekly. Okay, so we do have some bullish divs here, guys, but money flow actually looks like pretty crappy. I'm not gonna lie, man. The daily looks okay. All right, let's go back to ETH versus the US dollar. All right. So here's what we got going on, y'all. Like we said yesterday, this 3,500 is super key. If we can hold above 3,500, we're probably going to break out of this trend line. And then we're going to hit 5,598, which is my next fib target. So what I would be looking for now is, same as yesterday, coming up to this confluence of the trend line and the value area high of the upper range, and then a back test of 3,500 for the big break. That's what I'd be super interested in. Let's check out our market Cipher B on the daily. It looks like we could get more upside here. We're playing a game of red dot, green dot. How's the 4 hour? The 4 hour, we got some bear div forming here. It's a little ambiguous. Let's go to the 1 hour. All right, so the 1 hour, I have to say, looks really nice. This low right here on the 1 hour looks really nice. And the reason why is because we formed a range here, right? We formed a sideways range, right? This was our low. Actually, let's say that... Actually, it doesn't really matter which one is our low, right? Let's just, for example's sake, say that that's our low, and then our high is right around here, okay? Let's just say that this is our range in general. What we did yesterday is we came down, and we took the liquidity, and the 1 hour gave us a very oversold wave, big BitBoy green dot, and it gave us a bullish divergence as we came to take that liquidity. And we're seeing the money flow acting as support coming into the purple, curving back into the blue. And honestly, the way this momentum wave is forming right now, looks like we could get another rip to the upside. So I still have to remain the same, which is I'm obviously not going to long this, right? There's no way I could long this. I'd either have to wait for some kind of a back test, some real good back test of 3,500. Like stay up here for a few days and come back to the back test, and then once I see the bounce, I would look for that long. Ideally, I would want to come up to value area high and get a back test, because if we come up to value area high and get the back test, you know, we pull a local fib, that would be a real nice confluence right around that $3,500 zone. That would be what I'd be interested in on Ethereum, all right? And if not, then we would have to say that right now, the next place to be looking for the long. Honestly, I'd say this, like, let's say we get a rejection from this POC and we don't actually break above, then I would say I would want to at least take out the lows that we made on Thursday, November 14th. Take these lows, ideally coming down into the Fibonacci golden pocket where we have this really nice support resistance flip for the bounce and the breakout. All right. So right now for me on ETH, I'm bullish. All right. ETH is pumping, making higher highs while Bitcoin is not. All right, which is interesting. That's showing you that overall the market's bullish. So the two instances, guys, you know, hold above 3,500 for a while, come back down for a back test and then pump. Or let's say we don't bounce, I would like to take the lows from November 14th, ideally to around 2008, 2009, and then get the pump on ETH. All right, let's check out. All right, so we're not really getting a rejection from the long trade. The setup we gave in advance in the Casper Crew VIP Discord. Told everybody when I was taking the long trade. By the way, we are having a deal, Black Friday deals, jasoncaspertrading.com/Black Friday. You want to join the community? 30% off for 6 months, 20% off for 3 months. Plus, we got deals on all the courses. The White Phoenix course. Honestly, the White Phoenix course is probably the most comprehensive course, period, when it comes to trading. Amazing, amazing. Like 80 videos. An amazing deal. I've got my courses here as well. But like I said, I'm doing a free course in January. All right. It's going to be a little bit different than these courses because I'm not really going to go over how I use market Cipher. It's going to be more just in general stuff. But, you know, look, if you're short on money, wait until January and you'll learn a whole bunch for free. So make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, all right? It's the least I ask for. Also, guys, BLOFIN is offering 10% cash back and up to $1,000 future bonus, plus a chance to win all these prizes depending on your trading volume up until December 22nd. And also, I have to say, my favorite exchange for the fees is always MEXC, because MEXC, 0% market order, 0% limit order, 0.01% market order fees here if you hold 1,000 of their tokens. Very, very low spot fees, in my opinion. A great exchange to trade on. You could scalp very low time frames and still be profitable in and out with this stuff, all right? Let's see here. All right. Okay. We got to give a major shout out to some of our super chats. First of all, major shout out to Landon Maximus. Shout out to Jason Caspa. Shout out to Jason Caspa, the swellish chat. Thank you, my man. All right, shout out to Felix H. He says, hey, man, learning lots here. My small account is pumping. That's what I like to hear. God bless you. Praise God. Praise the Lord, man. MEXC rules. I do love MEXC, but it does require KYC. All right, let's take a look at the MEXC is not allowed in the US. Yeah, you got a KYC. All right, so if you're in the US and you want a KYC, I have a Palu ID, card. I don't know if I'm saying Palu right because, you know, I'm an American. The only countries we know of are America, Mexico, Canada, England, and China. Everything else we don't know anything about. And we call it England as well. We still call it England. That's all we know. Shout out to HFG. He says 99-cent super chat. Thank you. God bless you, HFG. Shout out to Mian again, who wants to know, why do I talk like I'm smart to earn money but ask for money? Well, I'll answer that honestly. First of all, I don't think I talk like I'm smart. I honestly think I present myself like a fool. But the reason why I still ask to earn money is because, yeah, I am not ashamed to admit that I have a YouTube channel for the sake of making money. This is why I'm on YouTube. All right? I'm not here to just do this for nothing. I'm here to make money. I have a business. I have employees that I pay. And I sell trading courses and services. This is my business. I'm not ashamed to say. I've always been an entrepreneur since I was in middle school selling candy. All right? I've been investing in and trading crypto since before I had a YouTube channel. You know, originally I started this YouTube channel when my wife left her teaching job in the city so we could move out to the country and homestead. And my goal with this whole thing was to make per salary with this YouTube channel, right? As something separate from my trading. At the time, I owned a marketing business and I traded crypto. And so that's why I started this YouTube channel, to make money. I did it to make money. And honestly, I recommend everybody do that. You know, if you have a passion or something you're good at, you can monetize that. We live in a very unique time where you can take anything that you're into and you can monetize that. You can start a YouTube channel, which is an avenue to basically get a whole bunch of hot leads, which then people will pay you. And if you have something to offer, people will pay for it. Right? I recommend doing that to everybody. It could be anything. It doesn't have to be trading related. All right? But yeah, what a great opportunity we have these days to start businesses from our own treadmills. You know? I don't hide it. I don't hide the fact that I'm here to make money. You know? I don't think anybody does. Maybe some people do. I don't know. All right? I don't know. But yeah, that's why I do it. Let's see. All right, so SF says let's dump it. Shout out to D Freeman. I mean, look, Mion can stay. I love trolls. May God bless Mion. May the Lord bless you, Mion. And I hope that you find joy and peace and satisfaction in life, which I believe is only possible through Jesus the Messiah. That's how I have peace and joy and satisfaction in life, no matter what's going on. All right. Let's see. We got another super chat. Oh, yeah. HFG. God bless you, HFG. I'm not apologizing for it. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest with everything, you know? All right, let's see here. We did ETH. Let's take a look at Sol. All right, so Sol is bouncing from support number 1. All right, yesterday we marked out this key level. All right, so yesterday we marked out this key level saying this is the place where potentially we bounce from. And we also said we need to be aware, just like for Bitcoin, of a potential head and shoulders. Solana getting a move up into the Fibonacci Golden Pocket 786 zone between, well, let's just call it 250, all right? Just like Bitcoin has resistance above, this is our box of resistance. And if we reject from here, we're probably going to make a lower low. And then I would say the juiciest entry I see for Sol, very similar to ETH, where we have this liquidity down below, and then we have the back test of this very large symmetrical triangle, basically, right? We have the back test of this very large symmetrical triangle, where I would say I would look for a big break, and then eventually we take those highs, because the target right now of this triangle is coming up to around 367. And even just the fact that, I mean, we took the liquidity from this high. We did close the weekly candle below. I'd say as long as we don't lose this level, this looks bullish to me. I'm not convinced by this swing failure pattern here. I'm not convinced by the chickens drinking water pattern. I'd say for Sol, this is definitely my ideal swing long position. And I recognize the fact that we could bounce from where we're at right now. Very similar to Bitcoin, right? I recognize the fact we could bounce from where we're at right now and make a new high. But if not, you know, we've already discussed the levels to the downside. But we're coming up to that resistance right now, the white box on Bitcoin. All right. Do I believe the bare moon in the beginning of December is relevant? Look, it could be. Like, look, the moons are very interesting things, you know. They're very interesting. I'm not gonna lie. All right. We have bear CBD, says somebody. Let's check it out. On Bitcoin. Actually don't see that. Let's go to a higher time frame. I do not see bearish CBD. I do not see bearish CBD. I sell some bullish CBD right around here. Give me 1 second. Yo. I'm good, bro. I'm actually doing a live stream right now. In regard to the what? Oh. Yeah? Alright. Thanks, man. Alright, peace. My bad, y'all. My bad. You know, I got two phones, baby. I got two phones. One for the bitty and one for the home. You gotta have your crypto phone and your home phone. Otherwise, you can't separate life from trading, and your life will turn into a mess. So, I got two phones, one for the bitty and one for the home. I don't see bearish CVD here, but look, we are at a golden pocket. Where's the bearish CVD? I don't see it at all, actually. I really don't see it at all here. All right, so some people are entering short. Who called? Yeah, the market makers. Is there any chance I could share my thoughts on the length of the current bull run? Yeah, I could share my thoughts on it. So look, here's what I think. I think we continue until around between spring and fall of next year. Just like we always do after the halving. That's my current thoughts. So, do I have my halvings on here? Crap, I don't have them. Hang on, let me see. Let me see if I have it on this chart. Okay, I do have them here. Are these the halvings? Nah. These are not the halvings. I'm sorry, guys. I don't have the halvings on the chart right now. But yeah, typically, from where we're at in the cycle, I'd say that we top out around this area right here. Let's say between March and like September 2025. Right around this area. And then I expect us to bottom out around the fall of 2026. And depending on where we actually come to, I think we can probably even guess the bottom as well. All right. So every single Bitcoin cycle, we bottom out in between the 786 and the 886 Fibonacci, like every single time. So, you know, first Bitcoin cycle ever, bear market crash, you know, very wiki price action. But in general, we land in the area between the 786 to 886. Second cycle, 786, 886. Third cycle, 786, 886. Fourth cycle, 786, 886. So let's say we top out at 120,000, right? Let's say we eventually get up to 120K. Takes us a few months. Doesn't happen as quick as everyone wants. You know, we range. We have pullbacks. Then what we can do is we can take a fib from the bear market low to the high. And we could say if we hit 120K, we're probably looking for Bitcoin to come down between $27,000 and $37,000. Some people say it'll never happen. We'll never be below 70K because of the election. If that's you, then, you know, disregard this information. For me, you know, I'd say that this, just based on the cycles, is where we're probably going to come down to, right? So we'll probably see within the next few months, we hit 100K, we probably range a little bit, 100K, come back down, you know, maybe we retest 75 or whatever range, you know, then bam, pump, and then we finally top out, then we make our way down, range, bull trap, like usual, and then dump, and then everyone thinks the bottom's in, then one last dump, and then that's the bottom. Everyone says we're going lower, and then boom, back to the bull market, right? So that's kind of what I expect. All right, if you don't like it, well, I don't know what to tell you. All right, could I be wrong? Of course. You know, but I'm just going based on like the historic data. Now, I do have to say this time was different than previous cycles because typically we would get a large pullback before the halving, but this time we actually hit a new all-time high before the halving. All right, so historically speaking, we would get a large pullback from the golden pocket, right? So from the 2018 high to the low, all right, we put on our 618 fib. Let's actually close off everything right here just so we can see more clearly. We would reject, historically speaking, from that 618 fib, right? Pretty much every single time. You know, look at this as well, from the high to the low, you know, rejecting, actually, that's It's the wrong low. I'm sorry. Let's see here. I'm getting confused now on the chart. Well, just trust me, because I've gone through this a billion times during the last year. We usually reject from the 618. This time around, when we came to the 618, it happened in January, we only dropped 20%. We usually drop more than that. We only dropped 20%. So I did short this, if you guys remember. I shorted this because it was the 618. But then we got that, basically that big pump, and we made a new all-time high before the halving even took place. So this time is a little bit different. But based on bottoms and stuff, I'd still say it's probable that we see a $40,000 Bitcoin. I don't think that's crazy, man. I don't think that's crazy at all. All right? I don't think that's crazy at all. I mean, imagine talking about a $15,000 Bitcoin at 69K. You know? Is that crazy? People said we're never going to lose 30K. People said we're never going to lose 20K. We came down to 15K. I mean, it always exceeds expectations on all ends, honestly. But, you know, as traders, who cares? And honestly, even as hodlers, who cares? Like, the reality is, if you're buying in the bear market and selling in the bull market, you're going to do well. Like, for me personally, I've already sold Bitcoin. I've sold 60% of my Bitcoin. Isn't that crazy? 60% of the Bitcoin that I bought below 20K, I already sold. Now, a lot of people would say, Jason, that's stupid and crazy. Okay, I don't care. Why? Because I bought it low and I'm selling it high. I'm making money. That's all I really care, right? If we keep pumping, great. You know, great. Great, I'm still making money if we pump. But, you know, you can be very sloppy with your entries and exits in these long 4-year cycles and be profitable. That's all I'm trying to say. All right. Trading can raise your blood pressure. Any thesis on Thanksgiving? Yeah, so typically we dump on Thanksgiving, to be honest. I remember in 2022, 2021, those were some pretty significant dumps. 2023 didn't really do much. But let's see what happens this year. Shout out to our super chat, Joe Who. He says, what price should BingX break to invalidate the 0.017 retest? All right, let's check out BingX. Yeah, honestly, guys, if you want to do well in crypto, you cannot give in to the hype. You have to just really... the slow and steady method. I mean, look, I'm only speaking for myself. I know a lot of people have made money quick and the hypes in the last minute, you know, with all these meme coins and stuff. For me, I've just been a slow and steady guy, all right? I've been able to accumulate quite a lot over the past 3 Bitcoin cycles just by sloppily buying low and selling high. And then add trading onto that, and it makes it even better, right? There's always opportunity in these markets. Like, that's another thing. Don't feel the FOMO. There's always opportunity in the markets. Okay, so we're looking for the 0.117 retest. Is that the golden pocket? Yeah, that's the golden pocket. I don't know. If we make a higher high, right? If we make a higher high right now, above this high, that would invalidate this retest here. Because then this fib would no longer be accurate, right? We make a higher high, and we have to move the fib up with wherever we go to. All right, so in general, let's say we do make a higher high, and then we reject from this level here, the POC of that upper range, around 28,023. Then we'd have to move our fib up to there, and then we'd be looking for a back test of this area as well. Very similar, but it would be up now from 0.17 to 0.19, right? It would be up from 0.17 to 0.19. But I don't know, like, in general, what was I saying here? I think we were looking at this saying, like, I forget why we were looking at this, to be honest with you. But yeah, the higher we come, the higher the retest needs to be, right? Shout out to Joe Who. God bless you, Joe Who. Do I have any cats? We got a whole bunch of cats outside. You know? We got a whole bunch of cats outside. I put on an accent. What about Klaus Schwab? Yeah, exactly. That's why I talk like this. You will own nothing and you will be happy. This is why we don't actually trade Bitcoin. We trade derivative futures. I don't own the Bitcoin that I'm trading. I'm taking a loan from the exchange to prepare me to live in the smart city. That's exactly why we do it, right? What are the order flow divs you show in your calls? I don't usually show order flow divs in my calls, William. I usually show market cipher divergences. Market cipher, baby. That's my #1 go-to indicator. I'm not a big fan of using order flow for trading. I'm more of a hindsight order flow kind of guy. I will use it if we're coming down for a retest. All right, I will use it if we're coming down for a retest. All right, getting a little bit of a rejection right here from the trade setup, given in advance in the Casper Crew VIP Discord, and I told everyone I'm long. Shout out to Mian. All right, already locked in a $3,000 profit on the trade. All right, and still got a little bit left in the tank here. And again, this white box could be a lower high. Most of you guys actually think we're going to make the lower high. I'm putting my eggs in the higher high basket right now. But let's see what happens. Let's see what happens here. We're starting to get a little bit of a rejection. It's 12 o'clock, lunchtime for New York. So I'd say this. We'll pull our fib, low to high. And, you know, I'd say something like this is possible just to keep that rounded bottom. I think we kind of already went over that. This is what I'd be looking for right now, all right, after the change of the market structure. Yeah, I think Market Cipher is having a decent sale. I don't own any spot. No, I own tons of spot Bitcoin. I was being sarcastic. I own lots of Bitcoin on spot. All right, shout out to, we got some super chats pouring in here. Shout out to Petre. Copy and paste this, enter monthly, weekly breakout. Should you move more gold into Bitcoin? Oh man, what a question. I mean, I would never move gold into Bitcoin. I'm gonna copy and paste this for you, all right? I would never move gold into Bitcoin, man, but that's just me. That's just me. Let's check it out. Let's just do based on the chart, all right? I copy and pasted it, but I don't see Bitstamp. I only see gold per ounce, man. Maybe I'll remove that Bitstamp thing. Here we go. Dang, bro, I tried to copy and paste it exactly, and I cannot get that. I'm so sorry. Is this it? Bitcoin against XAUT. All right, shout out to Alex. Howdy, Jason. Would you look at AVAX, please? Because at $27.39 spot, where would you sell? All right, let's take a look at AVAX. All right, well, this obviously didn't happen, right? We're waiting for a retest that didn't happen. But, you know, we can't be upset because we had a retest that did happen from this area. All right, so that's the thing. I can never buy high. So I'm the kind of guy where I either plan for a retest or I just stay out. That's the way I do it, you know? Okay, so where would I sell? AVAX? Avalanche? Well, I would have my eyes on a new high at this point. But you can't go wrong selling at the golden pocket. All right, a little bit at 93. Look, I hold altcoins and I am not selling them until all-time highs. I hold AVAX. I'm not going to sell it until an all-time high. I have an altcoin portfolio that I have limit orders set for. It's on an exchange. And I am not going to sell any until all-time highs. But you can't go wrong selling at the golden pocket 786 zone because, well, first of all, assuming you were accumulating during the bear market, that's a 1,000% gain, right? You can't go wrong with a 1,000% gain. And from here, it's I guess it's another 150%. But depending on where you got in, you know, if you got in during the bottom, I mean, that's, you know, almost 1,000%. Let's say you didn't get into the exact bottom, right? You just were accumulating at the lows, and now you're selling in here. That's still 500% again. That's like a really, really good. So, you know, that's what I would say. So Petra, copy and paste and press enter, bro. That's exactly what I did, my man. So let me try it again. All right, let me try it again. Let me try it again. Oh, okay. Here we go. This is it. My bad. All right, I'm retarded. Okay, let's check out the weekly. Well, wow. Would you look at this? You're asking if you should put Bitcoin into gold. I'm sorry, gold into Bitcoin. Man, I mean... So, historically speaking, it's a good move, alright? Historically speaking, it's a good move. That's all I can say. I would say this, though. I mean, how much more time do we have? How much higher is it going to go in the next few months? You know? What do we have until, let's say, around this area? So we've got ourselves about 200 days. Yeah, I mean, look, it always goes against everything within me to make a trade when we're like at all-time highs, right? But historically speaking, you know, if last cycle you put gold into Bitcoin at 20K when we broke the previous all-time high, you would have done pretty good, all right? And same with this, right? In 2017 or whatever, if you had put gold into Bitcoin when we broke the previous all-time high, you would have done pretty good. All right, so right now, we're about to break that previous all-time high. So historically speaking, you're probably going to do pretty good. All right? Let's go to the monthly. Green dot on the monthly looks pretty good, honestly. But we are setting ourselves up for some bear divs, which are to be expected as you come to the top of those market cycles. Even the weekly VWAP is starting to turn down a little bit. Look, there's still room for upside here, but I feel it's a little FOMO-y. I feel it's a little FOMO-y for my taste. For my taste, it's a little FOMO-y, man. But thank you for teaching me how to use TradingView. I really appreciate it. I really do. Shout out to Crypto Hub. Is it possible to see Phantom? Yeah, we could take a look at Phantom. All right, so we were hoping for a back test. We never got it. All right. So, in general, Phantom, we came down to this area. This was a long trade setup that we gave on live from this area for Phantom, right? We had multiple confluence here. We got our first big move to the upside. We came back down to retest the trend line. We came down to the fib confluence. Boom, off to the races, all right? Now, it's tough. It's tough because we're pumping and we didn't get a back test of that golden pocket. And so we have to acknowledge the fact that our next major target for FTM is going to be around the golden pocket. $2.25, give or take. That's going to be our next major target right there. It's pretty crazy, but that's just the reality of the situation. We might find a little resistance at 1444444. So let's assume that we just come up to take the liquidity here and do get a little rejection off that previous range POC at 1444444. In that case, then we could pull our fib from the last low to current high and look for something like this, which would be, yeah, something like that. Back test the value area high, the golden pocket, and then the next, I mean, this is speculative. This is based on a move to the upside that hasn't happened yet, and a move to the downside that hasn't happened yet, right? So, but in general, this would be the next trade I would look for in keeping with the uptrend. Like a rejection from this high volume node, backtest of the local golden pocket. We could even pull it from this low, value area high, and then shoot for that macro golden pocket. That's what I would be looking for. All right, shout out to all 500 likes in the chat. All right. Can I walk you through where I get the measuring tool? The golden pocket is right over here. Right here, it's the what's it called? Gone in Fibonacci tools. Then you click that fib retracement, and then you got to double click your fib retracement. And right now, I have the 618, the 786, and the 886 on. But typically, I am using, for the altcoins, I recommend keeping the 886 on. For Bitcoin, you can turn the 886 off, and I'm typically using the 618, the 0.65, and the 0.786. But really, all the fib levels that I take seriously would be these: 382, 618, 0.65, 0.5, 0.786, 0.886. The 236, I don't really keep it on, right? But the 236 is a standard fib level for retracements on I don't know. I haven't found it to be too good. All right, but that's kind of what I use. All right, that's kind of what I use. All right, guys. Well, let's check a quick look at Bitcoin here. And also, shout out to our super chat. Valentino, do you think we will see AVAX and ultimate juicy low? When? Like a pullback? Or a juicy low at the end of the cycle? What do you mean? I'm not sure what you mean. I mean, obviously, we could have pullbacks all along the way. And obviously, at the end of the cycle, everything's going to dump again. But yes, we could get pullbacks. And look, this could be, and honestly, Bitcoin's going to lead the pack here, depending on what Bitcoin does. But if Bitcoin's going to come down and start to lose like 85 or whatever, everything's going to bleed, all right? This green box that we're rejecting from right now could actually be a lower high for Bitcoin, which in my opinion will take us down to at least 84, right? And if we see Bitcoin now losing 84 and coming back down to retest, 77.5 or even 70K, yeah, we're going to see all these alts bleed like crazy, all right? Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, guys, it's been a great stream. I got to head out. All right, I got some family business to take care of. God bless everybody in Jesus' name. I really do pray everybody is very blessed. Hope everyone has a great Thanksgiving if you partake in the festivities. Make sure, guys, to keep your priorities in life in order. God, family, relationships, and work and money should be last on the list. All right. God bless. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.